What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games BS, part of Den Media Group, presented by MFTKFoundation.com. MFTKFoundation.com is the go-to website for for big games, book bag drives, and all the different things that we do in the community, giving back and doing all kinds of other different things. We're trying to get those things updated along with the Sports Den live webpage, amongst other things that we're trying to do, that we're trying to catch up on as everything goes on. But right now, $36 a bag will, $36 basically pays for one book bag and about a week's worth of groceries for youth in the Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Orlando, and Tampa areas, as well as any other places that we can kind of go and give things back to. Those are the dates: July 19th, Orlando, Florida, in the great area of Pine Hills, and Sunday, July 20th, in Tampa, Florida. My birthday, July 26th, at Bond Elementary School. The football camp will be July 27th at Florida, FAMU DRS. Jacksonville, we will be out east, giving out bags again. This will be our third year at that location, and then probably at Edward Waters University. We'll be having individual flyers for each place. This is our 6th annual one. Please go to mftkfoundation.com. Click on the donate now. You can actually do a monthly $36 donation if you would like to. That takes Stripe. You can go to Cash App, MFTK36, all the different ways that you could do this. Also, while we're doing it, we were supposed to record yesterday, so we'll probably do 2 tomorrow, especially if we can get a show tomorrow evening. It's Teacher Appreciation Week. So a couple of different things. What I would like for you to do is actually we'll do 2. We're gonna do 5 because I was supposed to do 5 this week. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I got $100 for a teacher. So if you know the teacher, and you're listening to the live, whether it be on not Facebook, on Twitter, IG, or all these different things. If you are a teacher, put yourself in the live right now. So right now you should be off of work right now. So you're not on the clock. I know normally our shows are during the day. So this right here, we're giving away $100 to a teacher. Put your name, but there's a couple things. You can put it in on Twitter, but I need you to be a subscriber to the YouTube. That's all you gotta do. Click subscribe button on the YouTube. Or if you know a teacher right now, text them. Tell them to get over to the YouTube. Say girl or dude or girl. I've been finding out, there's some gay teachers. You gotta call them girls.
That's not a word.
But it's not because they're not a girl. They're not a girl. But they're not a guy. They're the gals. The girls. Tell them go over there, subscribe, join the conversation. Come get this bread. Come get this $100. We would like to give it away to a teacher. And hey, it'll be cool. So like you can share this. Just showing our appreciation. I was on a field trip again. And man, oh man. These kids bad as fuck, man. Y'all kids bad as fuck. And y'all need to stop trying to blame and put all this blame on these people. Y'all need to be doing this stuff to them. The kids are out of control. It's not just the Ethans and some of these other people of the world. Like, it's like your kids are bad as fuck. And they're stupid. Don't know what to tell you, but outside that. But I'm going to tell you who's not stupid. My kids. And I'm not saying this because of me. I'm saying this because Killer took a test and this kindergarten teacher said, I'm going to go out on a limb. And she could have fucked my kid up. They could have put him in the special needs classes. She made him take the first grade equivalency. Like they're doing standardized testing.
Oh, wow.
And so she made him take the first grade for the reading. What's up, KJ? Hey, put that up there on the screen. Let me tell y'all about this kid right here. First off, don't know, you shouldn't be listening to this. It's grown people talking. Second off, I like this. He's not little, but I like him though. It's a big ass motherfucker right here. Came from I ain't gonna say what school he came from, but it came from a school on the north side. It's come in, adopted, man. I mean, he was fat and sloppy, man, slow. And he was getting on my nerves in the workouts. But now I be seeing him, this motherfucker can move. Like I'm telling you, somebody is going to get a steal with this kid right here and with recruiting. So like all my coaches, y'all need to he big. It's a big boy. We gotta get that 2.8 GPA up though. That ain't helping us right now, but that's okay. That's all right. He was, we can get him a tutor. If he's stupid, we'll get you a tutor. But we'll get that. We'll get him fixed. But got pretty good feet. Is listening very well. I think we have had some really good luck with getting some other. If we can get more linemen like him, like if you got some kids, like they don't want their coach all up in this video, all up in the songs, come over to Greenland Road. Like, but nah, KJ, good. I was actually meant to tell you that today, K. I'm gonna get you next time. I'm gonna get you on the shades, KJ. I'm gonna give you a little interview, man. But we gotta get KJ a place. KJ at least gonna graduate, cause man, our last one, boy, but he could fight and he was good, but I was concerned. Like when I looked at his GPA during the season, I was like, man, hey man, I might have to, we gotta do what we gotta do to get him just for his life, change his life. I ain't gonna say his name, but but last tackle we had come in, but then we had then you got Derek, and Derek was like, fucking Derek could get into the University of Miami without football. That's how smart he was. KJ got that too. He's right in between them, but KJ actually is got violent hands and does his thing. But yeah, as I was saying, tell your friends. Anybody got teachers? If a teacher that they like, go ahead, tell them to come on there. I'm giving $100 live on the show, and we're gonna get after it. We're gonna get after this. $100. Ain't nobody else giving y'all this shit. Nobody else likes you, but I'm gonna give $100 to a teacher. If y'all nominate the teacher, but they gotta subscribe, and they gotta put it up in here. Shout out Tennessee Lou, coming in here. But on that note, before we get into this, we got to do what we do best, what everybody's looking for, no matter what time of day it is. You can always get you a good, solid word of prayer in. So let's get that word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody want to thank you, God. Thank you, God.
I'm telling you, though, he said, you better motherfucking thank God. I swear, every time I find something new, you better motherfucking thank God. Real talk, we have a Coach Reed at Mandarin. I swear Coach Reed be cussing in his prayers, dog. Like Coach Reed be like, but it does remind me of my coach Odell. Odell still told to this day, he was like, I asked Trap if he remembers it, but he was just like, man, that was a good practice. Nah, man, fuck that. Bird, if I didn't pray this morning, I'll fuck your ass up. Trap, break it down. I say, what? That don't even register, dog. Like that. But listen, man. But it's all good though. So what we got, Jaden? What we got on this BS this evening?
Like you said, James, it is our evening version of Big Games BS, where we bring the good, bad, and the BS in the sports world and talk about it. So first, we got some MFTK things to talk about. Next, we're going to transition into college with some FSU topics to touch on before we sprinkle in a little more college articles as well. Then we have some NFL stuff to discuss as well. We got some draft and future award odds. Then we have some players to touch on as well. Going to the Big Games BS segment, where we bring the topic of conversation outside of sports. We got some interesting videos and articles for you all. So first things first, speaking of Mandarin U, James, one of your players, Knox Annex, made it on the On3 recruiting watch list. Got it for you right here. QB1 at Mandarin. And he is on this list because this list is the top names from the 2028 football recruiting class, and Knox made the top 100.
Just putting this out there. Knox played 707 for me. And Bryson Wright did. I'm not, you know what? Fuck that. Yes, I made Bryson. I'm going to start doing that dumb shit that people did. Bryson's on his list too. People got mad because Knox is like the cover person, but it's in alphabetical order. And Knox's last name is, you know, the A. And like, but Knox is like, Knox has been killing it. Knox got haters for no reason, dog. Like, he's such a good kid. And people just like, Knox got that. They over there just protecting Knox. Man, listen, dog. Everybody can't be protected, Knox, man. Everybody can't be protected. But I'm so pumped for this kid, man. And shout out to his granddad, man. His granddad, how many people know White Daryl? Y'all know, you know White Daryl? I meant it, like, this was, like, I'm just saying, you don't know what Daryl? Oh, no, I'm saying I've never met a White Daryl. Yeah. Like, I met a white Tyrone for the first time in my life, and it was like crazy because all the Tyrones I know can fight. But like, and they all dark skinned. But like, I had never met a White Daryl. His granddad's name is Daryl. And it's like, you know, Daryl, dope, mom's dope, everybody's good people, man. Just good kid. We got him. It's another kid that we that's from out of Bowles that was on that list from out of the Jacksonville area. Damn, name just left me for a second, but that motherfucker good though. Asher. Yeah, Asher. Asher's on that list.
Asher Gito. I think that's how you say his name.
You got one of them names. Is Gito, is that how you say it? But Asher's dope. There's some talent in this Jacksonville area in that 27, 28, and 29 class as well. So kudos to them. And yeah, Mandarin U doing Mandarin U things.
Speaking of one of them names, James, your boy, your running back, Sean Quez Foster Jr. got that Jacksonville State Gamecock offer.
I didn't know what his name, like, you know, wasn't. I've been calling him Quez for so long. I just thought it was just I thought it was a normal Quez. I ain't never met a Sean Quez before. But Quez is there. I'm happy. I'm so happy for this kid, man. You know, I can't. More to come. Really good kid, dynamic running back. Just getting explosive. Asked me so many fucking questions, man. Like, Coach, when's that scholarship gonna come? What do I have to do to do it? Just like, relax, man. Just fucking be. Like, enjoy the process. I'm like, it's coming, son. I promise. And you know, it came for him, and hopefully he'll get many more. But you know, I was dealing with some stuff back home yesterday. Grandma and my god brother Francois got married. And he had his, like, we had like a little get together. So I saw them. I wasn't sad about Francois. I was sad about my grandma. Francois, fuck. No, I said no. I said my bad. I was seeing my grandmother. My grandmother's not doing well. And it's kind of hard, and like, being selfish. I want her to get better, but that's me being selfish because, like, she's fucking old. Like, it reminds me of the 40-year-old virgin, Talladega Nights, when they're like, my grandmother's turning 85. What should I get her for her birthday? A coffin. It's like, it's one of the great lines. But like, you know, I'm used to her being on 10 all the time, but she's like obviously moving. She's obviously really slowed down a lot. But you know, Francois, then I go to them hanging out. But before that, Quez texted me and was just like, yo, I got my first offer, coach. And I was like, that was dope. So I love these young men getting offers, man. This shit cool. Even in the NIL, everybody ain't getting NIL. Like, Like Knox gonna get paid. You know who's gonna get paid? Bryson. Bryson's gonna reset the fucking like bank. But everybody else ain't getting that. Like, it's still people that you just be happy that they getting scholarships. Like, they're gonna be able to walk out of a situation debt free. As college tuition is going up too high. And one thing I always tell people is just don't be a burden to your parents. Like, you ain't gotta be a millionaire. Just like don't have them have to pay your bills. Like, be able to take care of your own. And I think that's going to be something good for all of them. But like, shout out to kudos to Quiz. Yeah.
Next, we have some FSU news to dive into. So, congrats to Mirabelle Ting for being the 2025 ACC Golfer of the Year. Huge shout out to Mirabelle for
I told you it was gonna be an Asian in that mother. I knew it. We got to have an Asian on your team. She did a thing.
She did her thing. Speaking of doing their thing, FSU beat Clemson 22-9, and Clemson was the number 3 ranked opponent. So 20-9 was the final in 8 innings, and FSU's record and ranking has gone up. We are now the second. Yes, I'll repeat that again. The second best team in college baseball, only behind the Texas Longhorns. Huge shout out to Seminoles baseball for doing their thing. And speaking of doing their thing, we got softball as well. The Noles beating Virginia Tech 8-0. Shout out to the Noles for that one. And that was a day after the news right here that the Seminoles softball team was the regular season ACC champion. So huge shout out to the ladies for doing their thing. Next, got your boy, Mr. Danzy James. So he has now recorded the 3rd fastest outdoor 400 meter, 45 seconds, and the 3rd fastest indoor 400 meter, 46.06 seconds in FSU track history. And he's still a true freshman.
Y'all heard Ricky on here last week that said if he committed to track, he'd be an Olympian. So I'm a believer sprint coach. And again, I just, I could love people all day, man. I want them to be great. But like, brother, go ahead and just run in a circle, bro. Like, you don't got to do it. You ain't got nothing to prove out here, bro. Nothing to prove. But yeah, man. Shout out to Micah. Oh, did I tell? Oh, my bad. I know we do. When we get done with the FSU segment, I gotta brag on my white boys. I forgot about my bragging on my white boys. I'll be at Naples all week with them. My lax bros.
Next, we got some FSU transfer news to discuss. We got a North Carolina transfer with 1 year eligibility left. Wide receiver Gavin Blackwell, 6 foot tall, 185 pounds. And we got another offer as well to cap off this college football off season. So we landed a commitment from Oklahoma transfer running back Gavin Sawchuk. So standing at 5'11", 205 pounds, he's a redshirt junior, which means he has 2 years left. So he had 699 yards and 8 touchdowns and 7 starts in 2023. And yeah, James, those are 2 of our new transfers we got in the portal. What do you think we're going to make, especially with this running back move we just got? How do you think these moves are going to impact the Noles, if any?
Gavin gives us a home run threat. A good running back, got good vision, was whooping our ass in the bowl game a few years ago until we figured it out. I think he's an immediate upgrade into our running back room. The other one, man, so you got the fan base was mad, right? The fan base was mad as fuck. And I get it, right? Because we've got rid of wide receivers that had more production than this guy. Like, he had a pretty decent as a stretch of the word year, like the previous year, but last year we can only go by what you gave us. And this motherfucker got my stats at wide receiver. He's 4 catches for 48 yards. You can say a lot of stuff. I'm just like, hey, man, it's clear he's not brought in to be a starter. And if it works, great. God bless, man. Tim got to do what Tim got to bring the room in for who he thinks is the best for the room. But my brother in Christ, it is my bad. I apologize. I gave him 5 more yards than he earned. He's 4 catches for 43 yards. Wait a minute. All right, something's off. Am I wrong? Wouldn't that be 10.3? Or no, or is it? No, it can't be 10.3. I know it ain't 10.8. He can't average 10.8 yards a catch and have 43 yards. Is that what it is? That might be what it come out to. I don't know. But like bottom line,
10.75.
Okay, they rounded it up. But clearly that's not great. Oh, actually, he's gotten worse. He's reverted. He went from 230 something to 166 to 43. We want to be like progressively getting better. It just gotta work. 2 things gonna happen. It's either gonna work and we're gonna be happy, or it's not gonna work. And people gonna be happy, and I'm gonna be working. Nothing gets more clicks and more interest going than a goddamn coaching search. And I don't want to have to do a coaching search.
As far as the running back, how does that happen? How does it start? Who reaches out to who first?
In the portal, man, if you're in that portal and you don't, this is why I don't think people be just jumping in the portal. Because you don't go in that portal blind. You have an idea of what the fuck is going on before you get in that portal. If somebody puts you in that portal, you don't know what's going on. You just praying.
Misfit toys.
Yeah, you literally are going into like when they put them in the like what's the Ant-Man, the quantum realm. You're in the quantum realm. You don't know what the fuck going on. But like if you're good and you ready to go, like you got an idea. So like, like with John, like John know he got coaches that know people. We had an idea of what was going on.
So before he even announces he's going to the quarterback,
I had somebody from Georgia Tech, Georgia Tech people had people reaching out to every Mandarin coach they could. This motherfucker hadn't even, I cussed out somebody at Florida State. I said, y'all the only motherfuckers who know. And y'all can't keep your mouth shut. He said, how you? I said, bitch, he hasn't done it yet. When I told you, his mama and daddy ain't know he was going to do it. Didn't know what he was doing. Somebody told somebody something. And now you made it a competition. But like that, but this is when you're good and they getting a sniff and they know something's going down. Like because the funny thing is I wish I was there because my guy looked like I keep forgetting. I gotta know his name because he's my voice on my meta glasses. Which one's who's the one that makes the scary movies out of Key and Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Okay, so he's Keegan. All right, so Keegan is my glasses voice. Yes, that's the guy. That's my meta voice. But that's who Penn State coach reminds me of. John said he got cussed out. He said, I've never seen him cuss before like that. He was so mad with John. He's like, he was really mad at me. And I'm like, damn, Keegan Michael. Imagine getting cussed out by Keegan Michael Key, dog. Like, that's wild, bro. But yeah, man. But yeah, they reach out. Like he came in. Yak must have known. Like, all right, I remember this. Sometimes it's trigger things. Like you, like, damn, motherfucker over there whooping our ass, man. I wish that motherfucker was over here.
I want to see that show when people just decide, you know what, I'm going to enter the transfer portal and all the underworkings that go in.
They really need to do it because I think people need to see this so they can stop making these assumptions, man. It's got to be like them exit interviews is a motherfucker, dog. NFL, college.
You gotta do an interview when you leave.
So after the fall and then after spring ball, you have a one-on-one with your coach, and your coach kind of goes over how this is why I tell people like y'all really sound stupid. We're just quitting because we hit the portal. Like you don't find it odd that after they had a talk with their coach, they hit the damn portal. The exit interview is they after the exit interview, they exit. You don't think they kind of told them, we kind of going in a different direction than you. That's why I say if we could clean up the transfer portal just like that. Real simple, real easy. You go and you have one transfer, but if you hit that quantum realm and nobody takes you out of it, that school is responsible for you graduating.
Oh wow!
So you'll see a lot less kids get pushed in there, especially if they've already used their one transfer. See, now you're the last school is responsible for your transfer. So like, but you don't get rid of the grad transfer rule because a lot of times you graduate, you can do that. But there was one like Bill Belichick. I lost faith in Bill Belichick too.
Oh, already?
Yeah, Bill Belichick picked up a kid that I don't know if there's really any film of him playing football. He was in Mike Norvell's first class out of COVID. One, how is he still playing fucking football? But he was a junior college, mind you, JUCO cat in 2020. He was in 2021 class. Did not play football. Got recruited off of 7-on-7 practice film. Practice. Talking about practice. They brought him in to Florida State. He played a grand total of 0 games, I believe.
Oh, wow.
And then he went to go to the highest of 7 hills. Parlayed that to go to FAMU, went across the train tracks. Did something 2 years. I don't really remember him as a good FAMU player. Hit the transfer portal, going to North Carolina. Like, this man's glowing up.
There's work out there.
Why not? Went from why not us? And then realized that D1, they not like us.
Speaking of they not like us, we got some grad pictures of the Jets cornerback selection in Azareye'h Thomas. He recently graduated in 3 years before he headed off to the New York Jets. So we got some pictures right here via his Twitter account. This was his caption, quote, 3 and out, a chapter closed, a calling confirmed. This is more than a milestone. It's a move of God. Got some pictures right here for you guys.
My boy gonna put him in there. He gonna put God in there somewhere. I love AZ, man.
Huge shout out to the boy AZ and congratulations on graduating. James, I got this rivalry FSU and Miami year by year winner picture right here, and I wanted to get your opinion because these numbers will definitely change when we talk about it. So this started from 1951, and you see in the top right corner, Miami has beat FSU by 3 victories, 36-33. But James, I feel like if you factor in the pre-segregation, the segregation era, we got them, right? We definitely got them.
Definitely got him, man. I don't count football when blacks and whites weren't able to play on the same football field.
This is a real deal rivalry. It's cool to see.
Exactly.
I like Miami. I don't have a problem. Miami fans are just talk really tough. I ain't got no quarrels with Miami fans. I really don't have no quarrels with none of the fans, like, to be honest with you, but I like the FSU Miami rivalry. I just don't like Florida. Like, the Miami rivalry was cool, but like it's a very streaky, and that's the cool. It's a very streaky rivalry though. Like, it's not just like 1-1-1. It's like, bitch, you lose 1, we win 5. Like, just crazy shit like that. But a lot of NFL, it's always outside of last year. A lot of talent's typically on that field, but which is what makes it fun.
Speaking of fun, our president is having fun speculating new laws with a former college football great who is still in the mix, might I add. So Nick
That
Saban.
motherfucker was evil right there, dog. Like I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying they could have picked a better picture of him. Like, come on, dog. This is this goddamn liberal shit. Like, they could have picked a better picture of 4547.
So Saban and Trump had a lot of influence to pull from Saban after meeting, and Trump is now considering an executive order that could, quote, increase scrutiny on NIL. But House Settlement leader Steve Berman blasted Trump and Nick Saban for, quote, unneeded self-involvement, unquote. Quote, college athletes are spearheading historic changes and benefiting massively from NIL deals. They don't need this unmerited interference from a coach only seeking to protect the system that made him tens of millions. Ouch. James, what are your thoughts on the potential plans that Trump has alleged start to do so far? And what is your opinion on the House Settlement leader's response?
I'm with the House Settlement leader's response. I don't think people like capitalism the way they say they like capitalism. I think people, one, if you're a fan, how much these kids make or don't make is absolutely none of your business. You really do not care. Two, it's the coaches, not necessarily the coaches, but it's the NCAA's fault that the system is in the way it is right now. They could have just literally made these people employees out the gate and not did name, image, and likeness. What they thought was going to happen is that nobody was going to pay these guys, and the money was not going to be what it was, and they made a very critical mistake. It's like trying to put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. It's not gonna, you can't put it back in. Squeeze toothpaste. Anybody ever successfully put toothpaste back in that's been squeezed out of the casing, the tubing? No, you can't do it. And I say that because even if the House settlement like comes through and every school agrees with a quote unquote salary cap, which is what everybody wants, that has shit to do with name, image, and likeness. Name, image, and likeness is a marketing driven thing. So if Apple wants to pay me to market Apple can write me a check for however much they want to. If a booster has a construction company that makes $500 million a year, like the University of Florida has, and he decides that he wants to take 10 kids every year and pay them $300,000 to do whatever he needs them to do for his construction company, it's not a goddamn thing that Donald J. Trump can do, Nicholas Saban, or the NCAA, because of the rules in which they put in place, because it is not illegal. It is American. It is what makes America exceptional. It is what makes America great. Capitalism. In capitalism, it has its own checks and balances. It is a simple theory that states the market corrects itself. The market will eventually correct itself because you know what? Never in the history of America have rich people, most happen to be white. It's not that there aren't any black. Go look at the top 1% of the 1%. Typically, they're disproportionately white. I'm not here to tell you that it's right or wrong. Just telling you and it's what happens. But never in the history of America have rich white people just given money to poor blacks just out of the kindness of their heart. Eventually, they want an ROI. And if they're not getting an ROI, the market will correct itself. But right now, Rome needs her gladiators. They love it. They pay people. You've got guys who are stupid rich, like the Barstool Sports guy who said, I'm putting $3 million of my own money up to get his top quarterback. Michigan also has many other millionaires. Michigan don't give a fuck that they're putting money in, pouring money in, and breaking fucking rules left and right. Tennessee doesn't give a shit because Tennessee literally broke the rules and told the NCAA enforce them bitches. How about that? So, and again, and it'll be presidential to not listen to the rules. You know why? Because our president doesn't give a fuck about the rules. Like, hell, what are you going to do? A court going to tell you to do some shit? He's fighting the Supreme Court himself. It's like, it's wild to do this. And an executive order can also be reversed because an executive order does absolutely fucking nothing if the next guy comes in and reverses the executive order, which happens which is happening right now. It's the beauty of all of this. I really think sometimes he just wakes up in the morning and says, fuck it, I want to do this, and finds people who want to do it, or like, man, this is a good idea. I'm going to roll with it. I don't think it's mischievous. I just think it's fucking un-American. I want to be able to make as much money as I motherfucking want to make. And I don't like really care unless I'll tell you this. I'll sign up for it if they really push it all the way. Put a cap on how much college coaches can make. If college coaches can't make $10 million, if they put I don't even need it to be like at 2.5, like when Bobby is. Put a cap on it at $5 million. If college coaches can't make more than $5 million, then goddamn it, you're 100% right. The players have to be capped if you cap the coaches. But I call cap if they capping only the people, only the workers. I'm telling you, if I was a college coach, I don't give a fuck what my players are making. Matter of fact, the more money you make, you know what that probably means? The more money I make. So let's make money together. It's just hating ass people who aren't good at anything that are counting other people's pockets, and I need y'all to do better. Speaking of counting people's pockets, right now, I know I saw my guy Grimes in there. Grimes, I need you to work and do it the right way. Grimes is a coach, and he teaches. If you are a teacher right now in the YouTube chat, make sure Grimes do not like FSU coaches. Put in there your name, you put your Cash App, or put something in there that you're a teacher and that you want to, where you teach at. Let's put it like that. That's actually how we can make it. We can try to have it somewhat real. Where you teach at, or make sure you go share this to a teacher. Again, it's $100. $100 at the end of the show. I'm going to give away. Right now, we only have one teacher in that sumbitch. So, hey, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't mind giving it to Grimes. It's probably going to go to some corrupt some youth. I ain't gonna put my dog business out there, but he a wild boy. I do know that. What else we got, Jaden?
Speaking of getting schooled, Michigan is trying to school their head coach. So Michigan coach Sharon Moore is expected to be suspended for 2 games for the upcoming season as part of self-imposed sanctions by the university in regards to the Connor Stalions advanced scouting scandal. So if you're wondering what this is, I will have this article put up for you so we can take a look at the background information. So the second-year head coach, which is Moore, was a coordinator in 2023 when Stalions, a former Michigan staffer, was first accused of operating in advanced scouting operations by having friends and family attend games around the country and videotape the sideline play signals of future Wolverines opponents. Stalions was alleged to have used that tape to decipher their play calling signals. So Moore's suspension ties back to the allegations that he deleted a thread of 52 text messages with Stalions. The alleged deletions came in October 2023 on the same day that media reports revealed Stalions was leading an effort to capture the play calling signals of future opponents. According to a draft of the notice of allegations obtained by ESPN last year, the texts were recovered via device imaging, and Moore, quote, subsequently produced them to enforcement staff, unquote. Moore is accused of committing a level 2 violation according to the draft.
Fall guy. That's all this is. My bad. typing something to my guy. It's kind of, I don't feel no sympathy for Sharon. Sharon got the job, he's getting paid. He's basically like I talked about with the Patriots coach. Was it OJ Mayo? Who's the Patriot? The guy, the black guy.
Mayo.
Yeah, like I said, to be honest with you, I think they just said, hey man, the guy
Gerard
we want,
Mayo.
we need to, my bad, Gerard Mayo. OJ Mayo is a hooper, I think. I said, we need you to be a placeholder for a year. But we're gonna pay you, I'm gonna give you this bread. And just be our guy. And I think Sharon's like, hey, they are stacking up the bread, loading up the roster to be able to eventually fire him, let him ride off in the sunset. And what's odd is put up Sharon's picture. Because I got a chance to meet him because one of our kids is committed to Michigan right now. At Mandarin. Like when I look at this picture, he just looks like a fluffy guy. Like he doesn't look like a large mammal. That's a big motherfucker, man.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen him.
Like he's like you got like, oh shit. Like, all right, yeah, you sassy, but you a big sassy motherfucker. But he loves. I guess Michigan's done right by him in his coaching career. And I think he just absolutely has love for him, even though he's an Oklahoma guy. But it's funny too is that Michigan, when they suspend their coaches, they never suspend them for the big games. It's always the bullshit games. Like he'll coach the Oklahoma game, but kudos to him, man. Like again, nobody really gives a fuck about these rules. Like just do what you do. It feels right is basically what the NCAA is implying right now.
That concludes our college segment. So now we're going to get a chance and take a dive into some NFL news. So, James, I have this graphic per NFL on CBS, and we're going to take a look at how every 2025 QB ended up in the NFL draft. So we're going down memory lane, looking at the college journey of every quarterback drafted in this year's draft. So we got Cam Ward, starting off. And then you got obviously Jackson Dart next with 2 schools, USC, Ole Miss. Tyler Shuck going from Oregon to Texas Tech to Louisville. Jalen Milroe, one of the only 2 quarterbacks who got drafted who only stayed at 1 school. Then you have Dylan Gabriel, who had the 3 schools. Shadur with Jackson State and Colorado. Kyle McCord having 2 schools under his belt. Same thing with Will Howard, Riley Leonard, Graham Mertz. And the second person on this list to only play at 1 college is Cam Miller from North Dakota State University, Curtis Rourke, and Quinn Ewers. Just wanted to show the fans, James, how many quarterbacks went through that transfer portal, went through to 2 or more schools in the draft.
Like it's funny because the transfer portal is for quitters. Shit, look like the NFL don't give a fuck. Like, it looks like that's the path. Like, you can't play quarterback if you can't play quarterback, right? So that means you got to eventually leave. And coaches get it wrong sometimes. But the only way to reward it is to not accept, like, to make that a knock. But who's going to knock? Cam Ward was the best quarterback available this year. So that's why he got drafted the way he got drafted. I didn't know Tyler Stowe was at Oregon at first. He's out of all those things, man. Like I said, man, the Shadur fan base got one with that one right there. Like that one, I'm with you guys with that one. If y'all wanted to, like, the hard part is that Cam Ward got both black parents and is very arrogant and all those other different things. But if that did happen, I might be singing "We Shall Overcome" with you. But like Tyler Shaw was just that's wild. They gonna put Ritz on him, and he ain't gonna make it out of New Orleans, like, without something bad happening to him.
They're gonna get that voodoo on him, man, in New Orleans if he does not perform. But speaking of perform, the NFL has announced where the 2027 NFL draft will take place, James. And before I reveal the city, James, did you hear about which city it would come to?
Yeah, for 2027, Chocolate
Yep.
City.
You are correct. The 2027 NFL draft is going to be in DC and it's going to be a movie. These are some early look photos of what the draft will look like. So you got the Capitol in the background right there. Then you got the draft right there. That looks so fire. Not gonna lie, this is what it would look like from the podium, aka Roger Goodell's point of view.
So I went to the last Million Man March. Damn. Oh, actually, it was actually, you know what? I'm going, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm going. Every time I go to DC, something bad happens at the University of Florida. And I just need something bad to happen to the University of Florida. Like Florida football in particular. The quarterback was a Will Greer. I remember that the first I went up there and they I told my boy, because I get the connections at the University of Florida. And I told Denny, I said, hey man, enjoy your last win as a Gator. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, this is Will Greer's last game. He's going to be suspended. And he was like, there's no way. It was Army 10 miler weekend. And then they won a couple more games. They actually went to the SEC championship game, if I remember correctly. But that was fun. But that was the Million Man March weekend as well. And I can see, like, they can house it. Like, it's going to be crazy, and you're going to feel included with all of those people that'll be there for the draft. It'll be dope. Like, the only thing that would make it better is if somehow Forrest Gump, somebody like swims the what do you call it? It's not a lake. I forgot the actual name of the that's right in front of the Washington Monument, but that'd be cool. Shout out to my alma mater, Florida High in the house. You got linebacker coach. Oh man. If I'm a legend at Florida High, we got to get a couple more guys that are better. I do have a record still, I believe, at the high school. But also, we had a kid from North Carolina State get drafted from out of Florida High in the second round that Florida State didn't recruit. It's crazy, man. Florida State didn't recruit a kid who got drafted in the second round from Florida State University High School. Like, that don't make sense, right? When, statistically speaking, everybody who's played at Florida State that's gone to Florida State University High School has gone to the league. So let's make sure. I know Jasper Grimes is one. Let's make sure we get Florida Ohio 32. I was actually about to text Kevin. Tell Kevin to send it to some teachers. Y'all need to be listening. Come get you some bread. Don't spend this shit on your classrooms either when I give you this bread. This money is for you. If you need something for your classrooms or something like that for your students, we might be able to work something out. Hit me up offline. We may be able to make some things happen.
You want them here at the end so we can know?
Yeah, I mean, shit, if we call their name and they're not here, you are going to give me all my watch hours, my watch minutes, because this is how the algorithm works. I need you to put it in the chat, because once you put it in the chat, it makes more people want to come and be attracted to the chat. I need your name. I need you to watch. And then when you watch and you comment, I get more points on this. Najee. Ooh, Najee. I don't know. Najee. That's where we're gonna go from La Petite. Wait a minute. Pre-K counts. Pre-K counts. Not pre-K counts. This is reflecting the mall is what I was looking for. The mall, not pre-K. What did you call it? Preschool. Preschool counts. Preschool counts. God bless the preschoolers. It's them badass motherfuckers too, dog. Like that, you gotta like them kids can't wipe their ass yet. Boy, that was
always disease.
Yeah, sneezing and snotty nose, man. Boy, God bless you. You know what? Yes, you count. God, that's the most. That's when Kyle wiped his ass. I said, I've shown you 85% of what it means to be a man. Is to properly wipe your own ass, because a lot of these dudes don't properly wipe their ass. not people in general. But anyways, I can't wait. Hopefully the Jags trade away their 2027 first round pick, and I get a chance to go to that draft because I like Pittsburgh. I want to go to Pittsburgh this year for next year's draft. I've never been to a draft. I'm hoping to go to that. I'm actually hoping that FSU baseball or softball, if they go to Omaha, I'm going to Omaha. So I'm going to go see the World Series. Never been there before. This is the only thing in Nebraska. I just want to go and say a quote. Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? So that's all I want to do. But yeah, so yeah, NFL draft. I'm sure Steve makes it seem like it's a lot of fun. So
yeah, just text.
Unfortunately, you'll be a lawyer then, or going to law school. So I don't know if you'll be, I don't know if we'll be able to corrupt you anymore.
Whoa. There's been no corruption, man. No corruption.
Oh, speaking of which, hold up. How you ain't tell us that your old lady graduated?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it just never came up. I don't know. To be honest.
Man, I'm over here looking at Facebook. His mom's posting all the pictures. Man, look, so I knew she was. So like I think he's put up. Man, Jaden got him one, dog. Like Jaden got him that's a good looking young lady. And she's one of them black Greeks. She's the ones that snap their neck and like the deltas. Which surprised me because she's light skinned. Would have just figured she'd be an AKA. But man, okay, it's cool. She's cool. Like it was dope. Yeah, man. Jaden was in there like just cheesing and smiling. I'm like, hey, bro, like you couldn't we might have sent like a fruitcake or something. I don't really know. That's what people. I don't know what do people get for graduations.
Cars.
It's just the money.
Shit, cars. You said cars.
So,
what is she gonna do with her life afterwards? She going to law school too?
No, she's gonna go to graduate school and she plans on becoming a diplomat.
What? Like Jewels and Cam?
Dipset, yo.
And Jim Jones? She go, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so she's planning to do that. Like she finna be a part of the Dipset, part of the crew.
Where's she from?
Melbourne, Brevard.
What? That's why I was a beach, but I have never heard anybody from Brevard County say, you know what? I'm gonna grow up to be a diplomat. Like, yeah, that's what's up. That's wild. Cool. All right, my bad. Go on. Let's carry on.
I forgot to tell you. I was talking with her uncle, and he said he used to listen to you when you and Danny had the show, and I told him you were my boss, and he was like, I used to listen to him when he was on 1010. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. You used to listen to him, and now we're here. But we got something to dive into, some awards, some offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year odds for the NFL have dropped per Fox NFL. And James, this is our money move segment of today. And if you were a betting man, who would you choose for your offensive and defensive rookie of the years based off these odds?
It's 950. Hold on, let me look at that right now. Shit. Travis is getting that shit. If it's not it's either Travis or Cam Ward, and here's the reasons why. It's gonna go to Cam is going to get an opportunity to start, which means he's gonna be able to get to close to that. He's gonna get it to over like close to 3,000 yards. He's gonna not get close. He's gonna get over 3,000 yards passing. Now, if Travis Hunter is able to get 800 yards receiving and 12 touchdowns, he is money, and that's not asking a lot of him. Like, I'm taking 950 on that shit. Like, what is on? Where are we at? That got me excited to make some bread. Like, that's what we doing here? Man, shit. All right, awards.
So this was posted on May 3rd at 12 p.m. via DraftKings Sportsbook. So, James, if you could give us an update on the Hard Rock, if available.
Hard Rock got it at 800. They got him at 900 for Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
It just all depends on who wins the starting quarterback jobs. And where they're at. Travis is going to be probably the most hyped prospect out of this draft class. Judkins and Genty will probably get the most totes and most carries, but unless they're doing Saquon Barkley type shit, nobody really gives a shit about that. Tetris, nah. I don't. Tyler So could start and he's still not throwing over 2,000 yards. That bitch is terrible. Shadur's at 2,000. Like all of these people who believe like if Shadur Sanders starts, he's going to get it. But that's a big if, because I think the nut ass freak bull is gonna play a lot until they're ready to get or if they do start Shadur, the goal is the tank for Arch. So, but nah, I go with Travis. If I had to pick one, I'm picking Travis.
So Travis is in the top 3 in the defensive rookie of the year odds for DraftKings Sportsbook as well, coming in at number 2 spot with.
So he's 900 on Hard Rock
for defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So Abdul Carter is at that number 1 spot with plus 250. Then you had Alabama sensation, linebacker / edge, Jihad Campbell, Michael Williams from Georgia, Jalen Walker, Mike Green, Mason Graham, and Malachi Starks, another Georgia boy.
I'd say you go with Jihad or Jalen. Jihad more than any of them because of the position that he's in. Philly got a lot of cats that you gotta pay, that you gotta game plan for. Like, so he may be committing Jihad on the football field on people. So like that's who I would go after. But nah, and Jalen, just again, I would go with the D lineman. Mason Graham. They're going to run away from the other DN. So I mean, they're going to run they're trying to get him. The only way it will work is if you truly try to use him like Braden Fisk. But I don't think he's that good. So give me but I know the hype machine is they're going to try to get Travis to get 2 double awards. And I just can't. I wonder what a parlay like that would give me. What would that land me? Can that really, is that even like possible to parlay? Right,
I'm sure you could parlay it. Yeah,
nah, they're not letting me. They got me doing 2 separate selections. They won't. Won't let me parlay it.
Yeah.
I probably have to go to a casino to do it. But,
right. So you picking Jihad or Jalen for this list, James?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So that's a good transition for the hardest 2025-2026 NFL schedule list. Right here, we got a nice picture for you guys, a visual effect for you. So the top 5 hardest, they're in the bottom right corner where you see James's face are. They are the Giants, the Browns, the Lions, the Eagles, and the Vikings. And the top 5 easiest in that top left-hand corner are the San Francisco 49ers, Patriots, Saints, Falcons, and Bills. But the Jags, James, coming in with the 6th easiest strength of schedule for next season. So, James, what do you think about the Jaguars schedule next season? I'm going to pull it up for you right here in a bit. Rolling it up, pulling it up.
Yeah, I can't wait. When they should be doing a schedule reveal soon.
Yes, they should be.
I got to start planning trips. Hopefully, they make that San Fran game around the same time we play Stanford, so I can just be vibing out of Cali.
And this was based on the Vegas forecasted win totals for each team, and that's how they arranged that. So super important to see this all spaced out, mapped out, and you can see how teams will pan out. I know the Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, have a pretty tough schedule, but the Bills have a pretty easy schedule. So we'll see if they can capitalize on that to propel them for a hopeful playoff run. Next thing we got to discuss, James, is one of the recent draft pickups in Abdul Carter going to New York. And you mentioned this before, James, but that defensive front is crucial. Just to read you off some names: Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, shout out the crib, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Chauncey Golston make up this line. And you can see the transition from 2021 to now. And you can definitely say it's an all caps upgrade.
Yeah, definitely. Bunch of guys that no Jersey guys over there. Bunch of guys one guy who can't pick a jersey number. Brian Burns, who's proven himself. Thibodeau. I mean, he's definitely good. He's definitely he's not like top DM, but he's like that next tier, I believe. Solid. Their linebacker core is solid. Like the defense is getting better over there. Like when they won the Super Bowl, this is the way they built it up. Jackson Dart or whoever starts doesn't turn. If Sierra Husband doesn't turn the ball over, they're gonna be okay. Now they put Jameis in there. James gonna make it exciting. Like, James can't just blow people out. He got to give him an opportunity. God hasn't delivered him from throwing pick sixes yet. He's got to pray a little harder.
Yep, Jameis will throw for 400, but will make sure to give you 4 interceptions. He plays like he's playing Madden in real life, and got him this far. So, hey, keep doing what you're doing. And speaking of dual threat quarterbacks, James, I can't wait for you to discuss your opinion on this list produced by ML Football. So they have created this list of the top 5 dual threat QBs of all time, and I will want to get into the names to hear your opinion. Coming in at number 1, Mike Vick. Number 2, Josh Allen. 3, Steve Young. 4, Cam Newton. And 5, Lamar Jackson. What are you changing from this list, James? And what are your opinions on the people they put in this list?
See, this is the problem with liberals. This is what I hate. Like this woke ass agenda to include everybody. This is a DEI list right here. And what fucking planet would Josh Allen be a top 5 dual threat quarterback? Doesn't mean he's not good. Top 5? 1, Michael Vick is iconic. There's only 2 people on this list that got you buying shoes. And that's Mike Vick and Cameron Newton. They changed. They were iconic players. They made you wanted to be like them. Cam Newton, again, I coach lacrosse. Shout out to my Pilgrims. We're going to Naples. Cam Newton had all my Ponte Vedra white boys wearing them dangerous ass cleats. Wasn't nobody in there saying, ain't nobody saying right now, give me the goddamn Josh Allens. Josh Allen is being forced upon us by the man. Good quarterback, unlikely entry, but he has all the different things that tools he wants. Steve Young, I'm going to give you because Steve Young is a dual threat, but not in your traditional sense. He was definitely moving the pocket. But if we're going to go there, what about the Fran Tarkentons of the world? What about the OGs, the people who walked so that Michael Vick could run, like Randall Cunningham, like Warren Moon was not exactly that, but like we've had hell, we did it on the show. Remember we did the little known Black history, like the first time a black quarterback ran, and what like the NFL films. You looking at the coaches, and they're like, "What kind of witchcraft is this?" Like, and Lamar Jackson definitely deserves to be up. I'm with Lamar Jackson being at 5 on this list. What I'm not for is fucking Josh Allen being higher than him.
2 years he was so bad too to count Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have really the resume. I would
Not that these guys do.
Yeah. What
Like
about McNabb?
Donovan McNabb. I'm not mad at somebody putting Donovan McNabb in there. Steve McNair.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a lot. Just to me, It's disrespectful to the whites, the exciting whites, to put Josh Allen in there. Because he's not even the GOAT of white scrambling quarterbacks. He's just the newer version of him. I'm just saying, like, Steve Young is clearly better. Like, I would take Steve Young before him. I'm not taking Steve Young as a quarterback, but if we're saying dual threat quarterback, I'm using Steve Young as a better example of a dual threat quarterback. But this is why I hate list Twitter. But this is better than what I saw. Like, because what was on my page is I had to put like, y'all purposely made this list divisive. Like,
they always got to throw in one
curveball. Let me try to find it, because this thing was egregious. Michael Vick wasn't even number 1 on the list. Like, Michael Vick had us all doing craziness coming up. Like, the Vicks, the shoes are crazy. You know what? Yeah, this list makes you angry. Like, these lists like this will make you angry. It's like if they put top five running backs right now, right? And they put what's the white boy for the 49ers that played that? Like, when they put him as the Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in Panthers history. Like, come on, dog. You're being divisive. You're race baiting us. Like, you're doing it on purpose. Oh man, no, actually, you got the shoes up, Mike? Is that what you had up, Jaden?
Yep. These are Michael Vick shoes. Man, they kind of from just what I know, it looks like LeBron got a lot of his style for his basketball shoes from these for sure.
Yeah.
The silhouettes, especially around the ankle and the top.
Those bubbles, used to make me feel like, oh man, this is better shock absorber, which they weren't. It was BS. And you know what? I was doing my combine training, right? And my Vicks bubble exploded. And that thing felt like a flat tire. Like, I was running, and I was doing the pro agility, and I planted, and that thing went, and I just slipped. Yeah, what happened with Zion, like, you can put enough force. It's force production. It's science. Like, so, like, a lot of the elite the amount of force production we're putting into the ground is insane. Especially, like, if you slow, like, some of the movements in sport are beautiful. Like, there's a picture somewhere in this house of me, like, when I'm running the ball against Clemson, and I'm doing everything that I would kill a kid if he did. Coaching, I had zero ball security. Football was all the way. I don't know what I was thinking. I saw a lot of grass, and I all of a sudden thought I was Lorenzo. I thought I was Reggie Bush. I thought I was about to do something crazy. I was going to make ESPN, and I didn't. But you can look at my foot. My foot is, I am all the way rolled over on my ankle. Like, if they would have just stopped me right at that moment, I would have just collapsed and probably broke my ankle. But somehow the body's durable, and you're able to put all this force production into it. But yeah, I blew out a tire. Doing my combine training.
Man, sucks. It's tough to hear, but those Vicks are pretty clean, not gonna lie. We talked about Shedeur recently. You briefly mentioned him, but RG3 took to Twitter yesterday to try and defend Shedeur and just give him some support. So these are RG3's words, exact words, and not mine. Quote, Shedeur Sanders is the most popular rookie in the NFL and is being set up to fail in year 1. Here's the reality. First round QB tape, but fell to the 4th QB on the roster. Will get limited practice reps behind 3 QBs, including a super champ, and guess he meant Super Bowl champ and Super Bowl MVP. The Cleveland Browns acquired this off-season. Will get limited preseason reps with worst O-line and limited weapons. But if there was one young man built to overcome it and succeed, it's Shedeur Sanders.
See, this is the shit that makes, man, I'm so tired of this shit, man. Like, it's going to be a nice little short and people are going to jump in my goddamn comments again. Like, when, I'm a baby. That's all I can say. Like, man, so what? Shit happens every year. It happens to thousands of people. Like, this is the NFL. The NFL, this is what goes down. You're to get drafted, you beat the odds. To make an NFL team, you have to beat the odds. To be frank with you, RG3, if anybody should know what this scenario is, you were drafted in the first round. And I believe the guy who ended up taking your job due to injury, but he took your job nonetheless, was a fifth rounder. And you played the game. But the thing is who told you, as I told one of my friends, who told you that he had first round? What? I want y'all to put a name to it. I don't like the anonymous GM, right? I don't like the anonymous scout. I think let's remove anonymous GM, anonymous scout. Who told you he was the number? What GM, what scout told? Put a name to the scout. Matter of fact, here's the disservice to Shedeur. All this, I have it on Stephen A. I have it upon good authority that the NFL did not. Numerous scouts told me. They told me it was wrong. What numerous scouts? Tell us who the scouts are. Put out how mad you is, bro. It's an abomination. It's asinine. It's acid 10. It's acid 11. It's acid 12. Put out who was it. You put out your sources, and then let's, so we can go. Then I bet I know what's gonna happen though. Man, let them put a name that they said Shedeur was a number one. Man, that bitch probably get fucking fired. Or they're gonna be like, I ain't said that shit. I don't know what Stephen A. I don't know what RG3 talking about. Because he wasn't. He was a number one. He was a first round grade on Todd McShay doing that shit now with the South Carolina quarterback. He was the number one hype guy. He had plenty of flaws. And I'm not even talking about his attitude because who doesn't like arrogant quarterback? I'll be honest with you. I don't want a quarterback that's not arrogant. I don't want a football player. You cannot play this. You can't play on that level if you don't. Football is literally a sport where you have to impose your will onto another human being. I don't think a lot of y'all can really wrap your mind around the violence, the mentality that it takes in order to do this at a high level and consistently do it. You literally have to, like, now quarterbacks don't, but they're trying to finagle and finesse their way amongst other people. But for the most of these football players, you literally have to impose your will onto another man that's not trying to do it. It's something has to be wrong with you to do that. You cannot be right in the head. You got to be insane in the membrane, as them Chicos said back in the 90s. So I miss me with that whole they want you to be humble and shuck and jive and straighten up and fly right and all that other shit. No, they don't. Now they do want to know if you love football. They want to actually. That's the crazy part. They want to know if you love being a psychopath. You know what I get from Cam Ward watching them them clips? Cam Ward's a fucking psychopath. Might not be good in the long run, but right now I know, hey, you gonna at least try. You're not trying to be at Paris Fashion Week and dancing and shit and being a rapper. All he wants to do is impose his, again, if other civilizations study America 1,000 years from now, and they find out about the game of football, they're going to think it's the most insane shit. They're going to be a bunch of men brutally injuring themselves for the opportunity to carry a dead pig into a dead oblong pig into other end zones. But Shedeur just doesn't. I can see why. I can see why people like him. You can like him. I'm not telling you not to like him. I can just see why people don't want to invest millions into him. And I'm just, at this point, RG, we need to stop crying about this shit. Wrap this shit up.
Time to wrap it up. But this quarterback who is sharing the quarterback room in Cleveland with Shador, called his selection in the NFL draft. Thought this is a pretty dope video. But if you did not know who we are talking about, that is former Oregon quarterback, former Oklahoma, and former UCF quarterback, Dillon Gabriel. Enjoy the video.
This is where all the boys would get together, at least in the neighborhood. Wanted to talk story, hang out, check out the view. That bird back there.
What they saying?
Cleveland Browns, 94. That's what he said.
Okay.
Cleveland Browns.
With the 94th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Dillon Gabriel.
Oh my God.
Hey man, how we doing?
Amazing now.
We're pumped for
Listen
you. We're
to this
pumped for
now.
your family.
This is
give your
fucked up.
mama
This
a
is the
hug
real
for me.
reason he's
I will.
he's
Thank
up
you,
shit.
Coach.
We love you. We're so excited.
Love you guys.
Nah, that's foul. Give your mom a hug for me. That's nasty.
They did not say any of this shit for Shador. This is fucked up. Like the picture that we got of the GM, like they making me draft this month. They making me draft him because I'm black. Like this guy was like, tell your mother, tell your mom I love her. Can't wait to see your mom. Like I think when I call BS, they told him the night before.
Right, yeah.
They told him the night before, we're taking you in the third. If you're available in the third round, we're going to take you in the third round. I don't like Dillon Gabriel anymore. I never really cared for him. I don't want him to be my quarterback. He could have said the second round pick. He said, the winds tell me the third round. I'm a third round. Man, no. No, man, that's a wild pick. I would have said something more optimistic. Like, I don't want no quarterback who's just okay with that. Like, nah, that's fucked up, man. Nah, bro. So sorry ass back. Is he a pineapple boy? Where is he from?
I think he is from Hawaii, of Polynesian descent, if that's what you meant by pineapple boy. He was born in Mililani, Hawaii, which is in Oahu.
Is Oahu like a city in? Oh, wait a minute, no, the Mililani would be the city, right?
Yeah, Oahu is one of the islands, one of the multiple islands, and Mililani is one of the cities in Oahu, because there's Oahu, Honolulu. They have all those separate islands as well. So,
but Honolulu is an island.
Yes, it's in a collection of islands in Hawaii. Mm-hmm.
I don't like the pineapple boy.
Speaking of paradise, we're going to talk about an LA Rams quarterback. So, Matthew Stafford has finalized a new $44 million contract with $4 million already paid and the other $40 million guaranteed. Stafford was on the books for $58 million for over 2 years and will now get $84 million over 2 years.
It's all, hey man, this is the again market correction, right? One man said, you're not paying me enough. I need to go see. They treated him like a single black woman that don't need a man for shit. I know my worth. I'm gonna go see the market. Then he realized that the market ain't shit and brought us out. That 40 million looking good, ain't it? This man saw. I'll get to his credit. He saw Dak Prescott, which is your ugly friend, that ain't got no lashes. She got a little bit of a gut and she ain't got no ass and her titties are small, but she found her Prince Charming. Like that's Dak Prescott, right? But that doesn't mean you're gonna have that. You don't know what she did to get that man. And you got morals and boundaries and standards and shit. She doesn't have any of that stuff. So she got somebody. That's what Dak Prescott, we already know Jerry Jones a nut ass freak bull. So you got he went out there. Matt tried to test the market, and the market said, "Hey, bring your ugly ass back here and take what we got." And now he may win. He's gonna have good Super Bowl odds. You're winning in life, Matthew. Good for you. If you would have just took the money up front, you wouldn't have had to go through all it. Because they definitely told him we ain't giving you a penny over 40. And technically they gave him 4 million pennies over 40, but like he's still like they already paid that. Semantics right now.
And that California state tax is hidden for sure. So RIP to that salary with those taxes and everything. But congrats on.
We think 4-5. Like I'm sitting here. Come on, 4-5-4-7. Abolish the IRS already. We need this to happen soon. What the pro players need it to happen soon.
I do not oblige him going that route, James. I do think that's something he's gonna wake up tomorrow and decide to do. And we got some news coming from the Dirty Birds in Atlanta. So I saw this post and immediately had to do some research to see why did it end up on my timeline. But the Falcons are expecting a breakout season from former Florida Gator, I might add, tight end Kyle Pitts in 2025, says the OC Zach Robinson. So, quote, he's expecting Pitts to take a big jump being in the system for 2 years, knowing what they're trying to do with the offense schematically, and they're expecting a lot of good things from him. They know what he needs to work on, but if he stays consistent, they will see some results. So I wondered why they mentioned this on the account, and interestingly enough, this is Kyle Pitts' last year on his contract. You can see right there in that 2025. So it looks like this is a make or break year for Pitts and the Dirty Birds. Just wanted to share this with you all. And his contract was the 4-year, $32 million. Will become a unrestricted free agent after. So, James, do you think Kyle Pitts can take that leap? Because last year had a lot of noticeable important drops during.
I think your internet is answering for me. Like it's breaking up, but no. The most exciting thing Kyle Pitts has brought to Atlanta or has done in Atlanta is get my dog P Dub's daughter pregnant. It's about all I got from him, man. Like, actually, if he does come, that would be cool because Pete will come down here more often if we got him in Jacksonville. But I didn't know his ear looked like that. Mm-hmm. This is why you don't draft like I get drafted running backs top 5 or even top 10. This is why you don't draft a tight end top 10. But he was nice though. I think Jaden might have.
I'm back in. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. So we have some breaking news. The Ravens, well, not really breaking, but pretty urgent. This happened, I want to say on May 5th. So that is yesterday. So pretty breaking news coming out of the Ravens. So they have announced that they have released kicker Justin Tucker.
Nut ass freak bull. No happy ending with this story.
Like James,
damn, that's a terrible picture.
Yeah, that's a bad picture. Like we were mentioning, James, he had a variety of sexual assault, sexual misconduct lawsuits surrounding massage therapists, and this is what the Baltimore Ravens Vice President and General Manager Eric DaCosta had to say regarding the release of the kicker. Sometimes football decisions are incredibly difficult, and this is one of those instances. Considering our current roster, we have made the tough decision to release Tucker. Tucker created many significant and unforgettable moments in Ravens history. His reliability, focus, drive, and resilience and extraordinary talent made him one of the best kickers for over a decade. We are grateful for Justin's many contributions while playing for the Ravens. We sincerely wish him and his family the very best in this next chapter of their lives.
He has definitely created some unforgettable moments for people in the city of Baltimore.
Definitely painted some faces, left
yeah.
some, left some. Whew, yeah. Wow. Get well soon, Tucker, because I heard they just got a new kicker.
Did he rub people the wrong way or ask people to rub him the wrong way?
I think both. Both. I think both.
Saying such nice things about him, like we know what's up. We see
like
you don't have
you don't have a kicker to his level that's on your roster. Considering he's just having it's tough. It's the NFL. It's a tough decision for us to make. Yes, he's got a Hall of Fame kicking career, but you got to get rid of Hall of Famers eventually. There's no other reason we would be getting rid of him. We don't, just so what? He got to, and hung to. I don't even know, man.
The PRT is crazy.
Yeah.
So this was the new kicker. His name is Tyler Loop, and just got some film of him right here. It's from 65.
He's 16.
He looks really young. I mean, that's impressive. Can he do it in the winter with a bunch of with angry black guys coming after him? Like, it's easy to do it right there. It's all nice and warm. There's no helmet on. There's no breeze. It's like, we know what Justin can do. We don't know what he can do.
You are correct, James. He was a rookie kicker, and just saw another video of him hitting 75. But yeah, hopefully they can find their replacement in for Tucker, because he was, like the GM said, one of the best kickers over this past decade. And we got some other breaking news as well. He recently got signed to a team, James. I don't know if you saw that, but headed to Cleveland with Deshaun. No, I'm just playing. This is fake, everybody. This is fake.
I might say that's a lot of, listen. Be a great locker room experience.
I don't know about you guys in this goddamn. How?
That's funny though. NFL memes, it's very quick. Gotta love it.
Go to a chiropractor. Don't even get massages anymore. Anybody in the NFL.
Yeah,
just leave a door open. Like, I just won't be in a room by myself with somebody. Like, no, you're not gonna get me. Nope, no, sir. Or put a camera on it. I want this session recorded. I want somebody watching. Like the last Deshaun Watson one, I thought was too crazy to be true. Like, she was just like, she was like, I'm not ready yet. He came to pick me up. And he was in my apartment. I didn't believe, because she was in an apartment, and this man's rich. He's not going up 3 flights of stairs to go see some random bitch that he ain't ever met before. And she was like, I went to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden he was just naked, and he's on my bed, and he asked me to rub his butt. I'm like, whoa! I would have ran. Did you lead him with the butt rub?
Did you try no? What happened? Did she say no?
She's the Deshaun's one. He said no, and he got angry. I'm like, come on, dog. But what would a kicker?
We don't know all the truth, but
kickers aren't people. So like, even though there is one kicker that I really like, I met Dustin Hopkins from Florida State at Lonnie Pryor's wedding on Saturday, and it was very nice. He almost changed my feeling about kickers. But then I see this guy here, and Justin Tucker just. No, like,
I don't know everything you did, but you did some
stuff. I'm like 50 in power. Yeah. I know he dad for a long time. Whatever they say he did that shit. He's a kicker. Whatever they said he did that shit.
Next, we capping off our NFL segment with a continuation episode of Country Chronicles, our titled segment 4. Xavier Leggett, he was a social media coordinator / content creator for the Kentucky Derby that happened this past weekend. And boy, was there some content. Enjoy the video, guys.
Do we have captions?
Let me see. I think yes, we do.
All
yes,
right,
we
there
do.
we go. We could definitely be able to check this out.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Xavier Leggett, and I'm about to go on a food tour with Shell. Let's do it. We had the tomahawk to start the morning off at the Kentucky Derby. I know it's gonna be a good day. How y'all doing it? Me too, man. Hey, y'all,
Ain't no
what
coon.
y'all doing? I ain't one of them to go. So, pretty good flavor, man. When you bite into it, like the flavor just increases. This the 24 karat gold bacon I was telling y'all about yesterday. Now, I think it's the masterpiece, the bread and the butter. Now, I'm telling you, I'm trying to cook some of that right there today. Now,
Take a little bite. I'll take a big bite of it. It's just a flour. It's a Szechuan blossom.
and you say, don't take a big bite. They don't take it.
It will. Give it just a second.
Man, they need to try. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, put the whole top. A Szechuan blossom. Got a little bit of tingling. It ain't bad though. You know, I won't try new thing, but I just tried it. It's pretty good.
Do you like beets?
Oh no, that's the stuff they made the beet juice with, right? That's good for the kidneys or something like that.
I would
Try it now. We're gonna try.
pay for a subscription service to watch him
Y'all be doing
do a
that
food
crazy,
review.
man. Come on, Chef, let's hit the track.
Let's do it.
So, real quick, Paul, for my country ass people, I would think. So, is that the proper way to wear a jean fit? Because like he got two different tones.
Does he? I didn't even notice.
And I want the bottom tone to be darker and the top tone to be lighter, or is the way he wearing it the right way? Because I ain't gonna lie, he fly right now. He cool, but when you look like he look, you
got that shit on.
You can wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. I was trying to get my tailor. I want belts. Now I want to wear belts with my suits, and I want a buckle. Like, how do you know what kind of belt buckle to get? Like, what kind of because he has a buckle on his belt. It's not just a Louis V belt. It's I know that's a real rodeo belt. But he's and what I'm really jealous of. Go back to Jay because this is where it gets me mad, and this is probably because he's chiseled. Because this man is wearing his shirt definitely Florida style, and is it the way the shirt is made? Or is it that he only has two buttons and his shirt is tucked in that allows the shirt to just show the appropriate amount of chest? Because I be wanting my chest out. My chest don't look like him no more. I went back and looked like what my chest looked like when I was his age, and I should have been wearing less back then. But my man, is that a Louis jean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pharrell had his recent Louis collabs were country western theme. So a lot of the Met Gala and Kentucky Derby high profile guests were wearing that Louis V / western / cowboy style outfits. Denim, a lot of denim.
He's got his hat on. This brother is definitely country. I love it, man. I love him being him. I just know he's not going to get a 5th-year extension. But I know he's going to be good in life. And I'm okay with that. The fact that he's allowing us to experience the life with him is impressive.
He got everything already.
Yeah, this is just
everything's extra.
You know what I'm saying right now, boy? Them flavors just be expanding your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, what you put on there, man? Let me get that marinade for my coon. Right.
Yeah, when he said that first, I was just. But
that's the way he bit that damn tomahawk steak.
Oh, that shit.
Man, I want a tomahawk steak, man. I ain't had one of them in so long, man.
Speaking of tomahawk steak, that's a perfect segue into our big games or big games BS segment. Our first segment in this is our BS or bussin' segment, and we're going to the MLB for this one. The baseball world has been crafting some creative food items, and the Orioles are on the list. So they have a Star Wars themed food item for Star Wars weekend. Obviously, it was May the 4th, so they wanted to do something festive. This included the dark side dog with Vader taters, hot dog covered in chorizo chili, cheese sauce, black garlic hot honey, and served with blackened fries.
Yes.
What's that bun? What's up with the bun?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I guess they made it red for the dark side, Darth Vader, but I don't know what I guess they just use food coloring. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, like if it's not too hot, like everything else sounds fire.
Yeah, even though I don't like when foods change colors, like when they did green ketchup. You remember that?
Yeah, that was weird. Burger King had the black bun for a little bit. Like it's just too much going on. But I'd mess with that. I like chili dogs.
Yeah, that is.
This is definitely a bussin' for me for sure.
I'm not a cheese sauce fan though. Yeah, I like cheese. I just don't want the cheese sauce. Just put some cheddar, just some shredded cheddar cheese on that, man. And then stop playing games. But yeah, I'm fucking that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did look amazing. And speaking of BS, James, I don't know when's the last time you've been to Disney, but there has been a video circulating around the internet of a typical day in Disney for a family of 5, and wanted to see your reaction on it. So we're going to share this with you guys and let us know what you think in the chat.
Here's what a day at Disney cost me for a family of 5. Before we even got into the park, it cost me $30 just for parking. And even being a Florida resident, tickets for a family of 5 with one child under 10 was still $974. Paying for the Lightning Lane was $35 per person, and it would have given us speed access to 3 rides. So we opted out of that. Right after our first ride, we bought 2 waters and 3 ice creams. This totaled $29.50. After the second ride, they wanted a pretzel and I wanted a beer. This was another $19. This guy right here wanted a lightsaber for $44.99, but I was a hard no. After that, it was time for lunch. We went to the Brown Derby where we could sit down for a little bit and order a decent meal. They didn't like the options and the prices were outrageous, so we left and went somewhere else. We each ended up with a small pizza, each had a side and a small drink, totaling $44.35. After lunch, we took off and waited more lines, and we also met a few characters along the way. Once we got to Star Wars Land, we had to buy some blue milk for $10.29. It tasted like a slushie with nerds on top. We took a few minutes to meet Kylo Ren.
Your courage will be tested and rewarded.
The kids then snuck away and bought some Star Wars Coca-Cola. This was $6.50, but this guy said it was worth it. After the next ride, we went and had a churro, a water, and a margarita. It had been a long day at this point. That margarita was well needed. This was another $36. And just as I thought the day was finally over, the rest of the family decided they wanted to go to dinner at downtown Disney Springs. This place was my literal hell. It was shoulder to shoulder in every store and restaurant. We ended up at the Formata Cocina for some Mexican food. $30 for carnitas, $19 margarita, $8 corn, $30 carne asada, and then each of the kids with drinks and food were an additional $30 to $40 each, totaling $245.27 for dinner. There was some sticker shock here, and right after that, they all wanted to go shopping. Luckily, it was getting late, and we decided to not go into any stores. The grand total for our day was $1,391.91.
You got 5 kids, right?
You know what? Now that I think about it, he said it was 5 people or was it 5 kids?
He said family of 5.
So 5 people.
Yep.
Y'all ate a lot.
Yeah. So one, if you're gonna be like that, you need to go. They have like meal plans. Like you could also buy. It's smarter about whether Disney or Universal. It's smarter about a 2-day pass, because you can always come back or sell that bitch to somebody. But like, it's what did he say? Was it one? What did he say? 130. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. I can see that. No, because the tickets themselves are gonna gotta be. You're looking at $100 per person. So that's $500. You spent $250, $260 on dinner.
Right.
Which, to be honest with you, $20 to probably $40 of that was a tip. You could spend that on a Saturday. Like, to be honest with you, you taking your family out to eat somewhere decent, you can spend that. So I mean, when's the last time I went to Disney like that? Did you go with us when your mom came?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So we stayed on a Disney property. We had the meal plan, and we were there for like 5 days.
Yeah.
I wasn't, but I got to work. But totality was 5 days there, and I know my part was like $5K. I think your mom paid some, but we ate. Like, it was like you could take the meal plan gives you a snack, and that shit like adds like loads up. Like, to be honest with you, we had too much food. Like, we could have like, because they gave Trey a whole band, and he was 3 then. So like, he ain't need no damn all them meals and shit. So like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably a cheaper way. But like, I think 13. Now that I think about it, 1,300 for a day at Disney, you probably did get, like, it sound bad, but you probably got away. Like, you probably got away with something.
It sound bad because they didn't do nothing. They saw a bunch of people dressed up, but there was like no ride. They ate.
But the thing about Disney is, what rides do you go to Disney to ride? He didn't say Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to Epcot, you're not going to Epcot to ride. There ain't shit to ride but the was it Magic Mountain?
I don't think he even did any of that. He said, "I saw Kylo Ren walk around."
It was it's Magic Mountain, I think Splash Mountain, and maybe another one, but like, it ain't really nothing for you to do, dog. Like, I'm sorry. But that's not one, I guess. Actually, now that I watch it again, because I thought it was a little off. But now, like, Disney's not a place that you go. This is a place you go knowing you about to, to quote one of my favorite, I think more people should talk like this, like Spartacus. Disney's a place where you need to know that you're going to bend over, and grab trial and spread thine butt cheeks and embrace for a ferocious thrashing. And you're going to spend the bread, bro.
It's like buying the beer at a baseball game.
Shit, you can spend shit. I don't hear that shit. You know what you're gonna spend. Actually, if you are a member of Den Media Group, I can get you hotel. This is expensive. $375 a night. I could get you a hotel in Tallahassee, where the team stays. That's fucking expensive.
Hell yeah.
But you know what the hotels look like for Tallahassee outside of that? A lot fucking more than that. Like, you're talking about $700-800 a night with a 2-night minimum. Them bitches know they gonna come and make the money for that. Graduations, all of that shit. Florida State, FAMU homecoming. I don't want to hear that shit, black people. Every Florida State home game, the price is up. Like, they come in that bitch like Marlo in The Wire. Oh yeah, and the price of a brick just went up. Like, Epcot is where you got to know that you're going to do that shit. You go to a football game, you're going to spend $7 on a hot dog, $5 to $6 on some nacho cheese, and extra if you want some jalapenos.
Go to the movies.
Movies crazy. So, like, I don't like just like, don't go.
Right.
Like,
kids can have more fun somewhere else.
Really, to be honest with you, the way it is now, the only way to go, if you don't want to get free game by big game. If you don't have a fast pass, you don't want to spend the money on a fast pass, no doubt. Get the old lady in the crew to sit in a wheelchair. They let the wheelchair people go up the exit ramp, and they get on it just as fast as everybody else. It's been like that since the 80s, though. I remember doing that with my grandmother. But
be like my mom, take your kids to Vegas.
Vegas is more fun. There's more things to do. Yeah.
So I'm gonna cap off our show with this last post. Previously mentioned earlier, the Met Gala was this past weekend. There was a lot of controversy, a lot of pictures, a lot of outfits, but we want to talk about this one new change specifically because I had to double take James. Do you know who this is?
Man, that looked like a stud.
Wowzers.
Or yeah, he needs his dreads, man.
Wow.
People are saying he looks like Wanda Sykes.
Okay, so I was right. He do. What is the mayor of DC? There he is. Not DC, Chicago.
Okay. That caught me off guard. I was looking away. That was crazy. That was
Lloyd Lightfoot.
Get well soon to you, Future.
And then the Met Gala just be having it. The Met Gala is what we got. Carlisha Baker right now. We got another teacher just added to the list for the giveaway. Gotta make sure you listening. Nah, Russell won, dog. Russell won officially. Were his dreads not really his dreads? Because if he has dreads next week, I'm gonna be so disappointed. The only person I've seen cut their dreads and then immediately like regret it and put them back in was Fahim, was T-Pain. But nah, I don't like this look on Future.
Yeah, no.
I think the City Boys are down a couple points now.
For sure, definitely had to double take, like we mentioned. So, James, now that our show is done, did you want me to do the spin the wheel for the teacher giveaway?
Yeah, like right now, if you're a teacher, make sure you put your if you're a teacher or you want to nominate a teacher, put the name in the chat. We'll do some tomorrow as well. You know, giving away $100. Yeah, I got 5 that I can. I put 5 to the side. I put 5 to the side to give away.
Where's your ROI? This is getting crazy.
No, I was just trying to do something nice. Like, you know, next time I'm gonna be like, we gotta have more than 5 teachers, like more than 4 teachers. They gotta have a minimum amount of teachers, but like maybe this will give us some hype. Maybe we could just do a little cut of this and show the people you must be present to win. I want to get all my damn points for the algorithm. The algorithm. By the way, if you would like, there's you go to mftkfoundation.com. Check out the website for the different book bag drives and all the different things we're gonna get to. You know, again, so tomorrow's show will have to be in the evening because I don't know if I could get away with doing it on the road. The Wi-Fi gonna be crazy. But we'll be in Naples tomorrow with my white boys. Time sensitive says she teaches. So we got to put it in there. People don't follow instructions. But I'm assuming time sensitive is not Niger. Used to teach is not. I mean, shit. I used to teach. Well, I used to sub.
I teach swim lessons.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. My boy Reggie said I teach truck drivers. I'm like, no, it's not gonna count. Not counting. But yeah, well, we got 5. We can go ahead and hold on real quick. Get this thing live so I can put my glasses, put my meta glasses on. And then I ain't gotta worry about. Oh, wow. Got the elevator music. We didn't give James this music while he was doing his announcements. You know, I got to Kai's teachers. Oh, it's funny. Where's that music? But I can hear the show right here. All right, Jaden, let's go ahead and smash that button. What you must do, let's see here. What we need you to do is hit us up in the DMs. Slide in our DMs, man. If you are here, make sure you let us know right now, time sensitive, before we push the button again. And giving people that much time. Okay, she put hello. Oh, it's in turn music now. They can barely hear me. Slide in. She put hello. Got to slide in the DMs. It goes down there. Let us know what your Cash App. Your Cash App is. You shall receive a Cash App shortly of 100 Dolores, or 100 pesos. Nah, it won't be 100 pesos. That's not a lot. But we will put 100 U.S. currency in there. Please do not spend that on your classroom. Actually, before we even say that, what escuela are you at, so that we can actually prove that you're there? Please put that out there, or you can send that to us in the DMs as well. And outside of that, don't know. I mean, we got on the road, got a lot of other different things. Let me turn that off. Wow, that's cool. Did you see the light? So you can't be a full creeper.
Oh, so if you
Like, so if you're like recording, it has a light, so like people it's good, because some of you nasty ass nut ass freak bulls will probably be out here. I wonder what a picture does. Okay, yeah, it even gives you a little bit of light so you can see like y'all out here taking pictures of people that don't need to be taking pictures of. But outside of that, appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me. We will see you guys tomorrow. And on Facebook, I will put there's today's show. Put on there talking at your teachers. Tell them tomorrow. Make sure that they go subscribe to the page, because I gotta go check out Time Sensitive. Wait a minute, go back to Time Sensitive. Is she a colored? In my comments. No, she's a colored. Yeah, so I don't even need to know, because if she's a colored, that means she's a subscriber. Make sure you go check those. Make sure you subscribe. Tell them to do that. Stay tuned tomorrow. We'd love to see more teachers. Get blessed. Appreciate what you guys do for these children. Y'all have no idea. And this is coming from a place of love. But your children are stupid. And they do dumb things. And these people don't get paid enough. You need to volunteer more. You need to go do these things. And you should be giving these people something. Even if you took 50 cents a day and you just added it up per semester and just slid that to them, that would make their day. So outside of that, I'll make sure my messages ain't getting out there like that. But appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me, and we will see you guys next time.